Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today we're embarking on a new series, and this is episode number 1 of popcorn. And I don't know how long of a series it's going to be. If I can't tell the difference between white and yellow popcorn, this could be a really short series. But if I find some differences, it could go on and on for 10 or 20 episodes. So we'll find out. Now, this is not a product review series. I'm focusing in on the popcorn and flavors, so I'm not worried about there won't be any microwave popcorns. That is not what I'm here for. I'm here to figure out white, yellow, how many kinds are there lots of kinds, or do they all taste alike? And then we'll get into some of the craftier things, these colored things. So I see all kinds of red, blue, black, purple. And sometimes they have fancy names. Sunset Gold. Is that just another yellow? Or are they different? So that's what I'm going to explore, is the kinds of popcorns, varietals, varieties from different places. So it's not going to be exhaustive. I just want to find out when I eat popcorn, I eat it so fast. I just go, salty, corny, good, and then it's gone. So I've never even compared. I've got dozens of popcorns right now, and I've never even sat down and compared white and yellow, but here we go. So I've been a corn fiend, corn hound all my life. Every kind of corn, corn on the cob, cooked corn, popcorn, cornbread, grits, corn breakfast cereals, and any other way. And then I came down to Louisiana, and they throw in corn on the cob in there, crawfish boil, and crab boil, and shrimp boil. So I like that spicy variation too. So popcorn's always been a favorite of mine, and I just decided to sit down and test it. So we're going to do a little more rigorous testing of popcorn. So I just cooked, my recipe is in a stovetop whirly pop type stirring thing that keeps the popcorn in motion so it doesn't burn. So I don't have any burnt kernels in here. Okay, that might be the darkest thing I've come across. And I don't see any unpopped kernels, but there's probably a couple. So I get very good results with that method, and it's always going to be 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil on the bottom and 90 grams of popcorn, no matter the kind, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I don't butter it. I don't butter it for tasting purposes. I butter it for enjoyment, and I'm going to have a lot of enjoyment in this series, making this much popcorn every time. This is the whole amount that was popped, and this is almost the whole amount, but the bowl's a little smaller. So I think you can tell from there that this is the yellow one. Orville Redenbacher is my first brand or kind, and I don't have white Orville Redenbacher in my stores, so I had to order this. And let's see, they are claiming ultra tender, so there might be more differences in the mouthfeel or other characteristics besides flavor or aroma. So I'll just explain things as I go along, and we're going to have a lot of popcorn battles and taste-offs or flights of popcorn, and see how they do. So let's do an aroma check here. I smell some cooked things, like, oil, maybe even scorched, or oil that has been really hot. It's grainy. There's a sweetness to it. Interesting. I can't wait to try these. This one's very similar but slightly different. The aroma is not just like that one. So the popcorn variety is the only difference. Same salt, same oil, same pan. So I can't really dive in and give aroma notes. Something's cooked. Something struck me as mustardy, which I hate mustard. I don't eat popcorn because it smells like mustard. Something slightly sulfury containing, not in a bad way, not really strong. But there's no other note. There's no other note that I'm coming up with. I keep thinking bacon. I keep thinking bacon grease, bacon fat, bacon. Something's cooked, smoky, savory. Yep, the yellow was more interesting on the nose, I think. This is a little bit like that one, but much more of a blank slate. So I'm going to go in to the white first, I think. It says ultra tender, so if there's more flavor and aroma here, I want this to be the second one that I taste. We'll see. So, white. It is very tender. It's not as crunchy as other popcorns that I like and enjoy. And I don't really have a brand preference. I just buy whatever is in the store, and there's lots of different things in the stores around here. So the corn flavor is very light. And there's not a lot of salt on it either, so I'm getting the popcorn coming through very well. I would say it's tender. A lot of bigger kernels are crunchy, and you know, you bite through them, there's quite a firmness to some of them. So this is a very light corn flavor. Let's try it left-handed. But good. This bowl's not going to last long. Enough salt to perk it up, but salt's not the main thing. Just the very weakest corn notes. Now onto the yellow. I'd say stronger flavors. Also very lightly salted. There's something that strikes me as savory, umami, but it's just a touch. It's like a vapor. It just passes by. It's very low level flavor. It might be more of an aroma than a flavor too. I'm still sorting it out. And the texture is a little snappier. This is soft and doesn't resist much when you bite into it. This is a little snappier, and you know when you bit through some of it. So there are differences, and very subtle. So I've got a little video clip of me popping this corn just to show you what the whirly pop is like and how fast and furious it is, and you know, when it's all really going. Then how you need to be careful at the end not to scorch it and burn it. I'll send you over there. Okay, so here's my routine for popcorn on the stovetop. It's a whirly top pipe. It's a whirly pop type device from Great Northern, which is a popcorn company. And I've got it on this gas stove. I've turned it up to my normal number 4 on this particular burner. And I'm going to use some grapeseed oil, which is fairly neutral tasting and high temperature capable. So 2 tablespoons. Number 1. And number 2. Then I make sure that that coats the bottom, goes everywhere. Get the whole bottom wet with oil. Yeah. get a millimeter or two thick on the whole, covering the whole bottom. So every kernel of corn will bump into some. I had an aluminum whirly pop, but I didn't like the way the aluminum felt, wore, corroded, oxidized. And there was always black stuff on it. I was cleaning it off, so I gave up on that and got this nice stainless steel one. So now that I see a little smoke, I'm going to throw in 3 kernels. Knock them around, make sure they're well oiled, and wait for my test kernels to pop. And when 1 or 2 of those go, boom, the whole thing goes in. I've got, oh yeah, let's talk about that. I've got 90 grams of Orville Redenbacher white popcorn. One popped, not very loudly. There we go. We're on our way. I stir it every 15-20 seconds until there's some popped kernels to protect. Coming near the end here. The popping is slowing down a lot. Keep stirring, 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 because this is where it'll burn. And I don't hear any more pops. There's one. So we're about done. Get it off the heat. Now, watch yourself opening that up because of all the steam. It could burn you pretty easily. And then I always put it in a nice, clean, new paper bag for salting, mixing reasons, getting it away from the steam, getting it aired out and cooled off a little bit so it's not soggy. So, very clean pan, no popcorn left, no unpopped kernels that I see, and very little oil. So if you're going to use it again in a day or two, I would, you could leave it that way. But if you're not going to use it, then I would wash it up, soap and water, and dry it off for the next time. Okay, we done. We cleanse and go back to the white and back to yellow. Very plain, very tender. Not very corny. No real sweetness that I can detect. It's a good fluffy popcorn. Little resistance to the teeth. It's a delicate flavor. It's a light flavor. Not very corny. Okay, back to, cleanse. Yellow. Back to the yellow side. Oh Oh yeah, stronger flavor. Still bumping into that hint of umami or savory something. I'm connecting to sulfury compounds, and not bad ones. Not like onions, not like broccoli, not like asparagus or kale or cauliflower. But more reminiscent of meat or barbecue. But faint, faint, faint. The corn flavor is only slightly stronger than the white stuff. And the umami is an interesting just keeps me thinking about it. Yeah, it keeps it's in there. And very tasty. So I think that'll do it for the first episode. And modestly successful. We might look at some of these more colorful characters next time. So, cheers and pop till you drop.